All right, hey everybody. I don't know if anybody saw my post yesterday, and I also posted the fly itself probably about a week ago. But I have created what I call the Beijing Caddis. It's a cased caddis fly. There we go. That's what it looks like when it's done. It's a super simple tie, and I just want to show you guys how to do it real quick. So first things first, I'm using the there we go, Firehole 523 size 8. I've tied it down to a size 12, but the case caddis are pretty big from what I've the ones that I've seen. So I'm liking to tie them in the size 8. And if you guys saw the pictures from the other day, the fish seem to like the size 8 too. So I'm going to stick with this for now. But all right, so got my hook with the bead and the vise. Make sure we get focused on that because nobody wants to see my face. They want to see the fly. All right. There we go. So 0.020 lead wire. You can use lead free. This is just what I've got with me right now, so I'm going to use the lead. And then wrap. I do 20-25 wraps. I do a lot of wraps because I'm going to use this for a point fly for Euro nymphing. So I like it to get down nice and fast. Some of the spots that have been Euro nymphing have been pretty deep too. So the combination of faster, deeper water has gotten me towards some of these heavier flies. All right, and then this is 140 denier UTC ultra wire in chartreuse. I'm going to start it up just behind the lead here, and notice I don't have the lead all the way up against the bead. And one thing I like to do is I like to pull the tag end forward. It helps keep my thread from falling between the there we go, falling between the little spaces on the lead wire, and it helps me kind of build up that bulk a little faster, build up that thread base a little faster. So I'll just wrap the whole tag end like that, and cover the wire real nice and good. Next thing I'm going to tie in is this hairline dubbing small stonefly chenille. So this is real good for like the Pat's rubber legs and stuff. That's actually what I initially bought this for. Is I wanted to tie some Pat's rubber legs, and then when I was staring at these case caddis on the Provo, I was like, man, that stuff would be really good for this. So I went and decided to try it out on this. So once that's tied in there, we're just gonna wrap it all the way up, and I got my thread all the way up by the bead, so we can capture this when it gets up there. Sometimes I'll throw some super glue on here. In fact, we'll do that real quick. We're not so far in, so I'm just gonna brush some super glue on here to kind of make sure the lead stays where it's at and increase the durability of the fly a little bit. Haven't had any durability problems with it yet, but I haven't been fishing it for all that long yet either. So, and you can see this variated chenille, gives it kind of that camouflagey, splotchy kind of pattern that I think does a really good job of mimicking that leaf caddis case that they build. So then I'm just going to take thread and build up the body here, and this is going to be the actual pupa. And if you guys have seen a case caddis, that's what it looks like, right? It's got the little, it's got the case, and then the body will stick out just a little bit, and then there's the head, and we're gonna throw in. So for the legs, I'm gonna use this hairline premium Hungarian partridge feathers. Pull off the fluffy part, so I've got the good stuff, and I'll pull, probably 7 or 8 barbules off of both sides, one at a time. So this is the first side, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to hold it so that the pointy ends are sticking forward. Give it a couple of wraps to hold it in. That was the wrong feather. There's the right one. So I've got the other half of it. I'm going to pull these ones off the top now and get about the same amount of barbules. Turn them around so the pointy ends are forward again. I'm going to put these on the opposite side of the fly, so we want them to be about the same, sticking out about the same length, but just on the opposite side. And one of those got pulled over a little bit, but there we go. All right, there we go. I'm just going to wrap it back over, then clip off the ends. And then I'll just do another layer. Might help to give the thread a little twist so it flattens out. Makes it a little easier to cover up these spots. We'll just add another layer of thread on there. And the last thing we're going to do before gluing it all together is we're going to stroke the feathers back and give it a little wrap right there, so it looks like the legs are kind of sticking backwards. And then whip finish it right there. Give it a couple of turns in the whip finisher. Snip off our thread, and then there it is. Trying to find my solar res. Last step, I'm going to take some solar res, put it on my bobbin. I like to start out on the bottom of this so I can get a good bit of it here, and then just kind of pull it. And the tough part with this is getting the solar res in there without getting it all over the legs. So sometimes you pull the legs out of the way a little bit and make sure you get some full coverage on the solar res everywhere. Hit it with the light. And that's it. So the legs on this side's a little bit long, but it's got some good movement from the legs right here, and you know, the fish seem to like it. So that's it. That's my Beijing caddis tail lines.